Hey everybody, it's Sadie from Hip in Detroit. We are hanging out at a closed Rust Belt market on a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday right now with McClary Bros drinking vinegar. I saw this a couple weeks ago. We were at a Yelp party and we scoped it out. And I have to admit, I was a little scared to try it, but then we wanted to come out and learn about it. So I think I'm going to do my first sample here tonight. So I'd like to introduce you guys to Jess. Jess is, what do you want to call yourself? Owner, operator, designer behind.
I make the magic happen.
She makes the magic happen. So we were talking a little bit earlier, just to give you guys a history. You come from like a cooking culinary background.
Absolutely.
Used to be really into creating like treats, like cakes and pies and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And
baking was my comfort zone.
Baking was your comfort zone. Totally scared of baking. Never been able to bake anything that didn't fall in the middle.
Well, it's an occupational hazard.
Where did you learn?
I went to culinary school at OCC.
Oh, cool.
So I just kind of started little and dreamed big. So after a while, I decided that baking wasn't really my thing anymore, and I wanted to find another way to, I don't know, do something interesting with food and showcase the really awesome local produce that grows here in Michigan. And through a lot of research, I came across the concept of drinking vinegars, and it was just a light bulb moment. So it didn't really have a whole lot of planning or logic behind it.
It's just what you needed to do at that moment.
Yeah.
And when we say drinking vinegars, we don't mean the vinegar that I know from home that I cook with and do things with. This is something totally different, correct?
Absolutely.
You got them shaking up back there talking to the owners. I like it.
This is not your typical, grandma cleans the floor with this type of vinegar. We use organic, unpasteurized, unfiltered apple cider vinegar, which is, it smells a lot like cider. It looks like cider when you're mixing with it, but when our end product comes out, every once in a while people kind of get that whiff of vinegar, and it's a little intimidating. And I always tell them, like, don't let it fool you. It's going to taste a lot less like vinegar than it smells.
This is bright pink.
That is made with our beet carrot.
Beet carrot, yeah, that's the flavors we're talking about. We're talking about apples, beet carrots. What else was I looking at? Michigan basil.
Basil, yeah. So right now is a great time of year for us because the flavors are just phenomenal. They're everybody's favorite. We sort of informally last year named beet carrot the bartender's favorite because of all the bars and restaurants that served us love to play with beet carrot for that reason. Because it's beautiful. It's also earthy and delicious, which is not something you find in a lot of mixers. Okay. The color is amazing.
We were talking, there's like no artificial products. This is straight.
Right. So it's
grown in Michigan.
It's a great mixer to use. There's no artificial colors, preservatives, flavors, ingredients. It's all, organic and natural products. And 80% of all of the flavors that we do are all Michigan grown. The only things we get outside of Michigan are in the winter, typically January through March. And it's all stuff that doesn't grow here. So if it grows here, we get it here.
And you guys are producing stuff all year round, coming out with different stuff.
Right. All of our flavors are seasonal and they change. Right now, as I said, we're in our fall flavors of apple pie, beet carrot, basil. We have some cherry, which was kind of a late summer flavor. And then when we get into winter, our blood orange Michigan honey comes back, which was a huge hit last year. And we would have had for longer, but the drought in California forced our season to get short. So we are a little subjected to weather on a regular basis, but that's the nature of using, fresh ingredients that aren't flying in from the other side of the world.
Right. And right now you guys are operating out of the Rust Belt.
Yes.
And then you guys plan on opening a second space in the near future, correct?
Correct. So our new tasting room will target to open on March 1st in Corktown, just off Michigan Avenue across from 2 James Distillery.
Okay, and we're going to be able to stop in there, try this out, purchase the product.
Absolutely, and we'll also be serving craft sodas there. So
okay.
The interesting kinds of flavors that you would get in a craft cocktail without the booze, but if you want that, you can go across the street.
All right, and what do we have right here?
That right there is called the Prima Donna. What it is,
it's named after me, weird.
It's made with the Knickerbocker Gin by New Holland. We also use a little bit of Campari. The beet and carrot shrub, of course, a little bit of lime juice, and just a splash of Demerol simple syrup, shake it up, put over ice. Garnish with a lime piece. And then what I'm creating here right now is I have the Woodward Whiskey by Valentine. And then a little bit of our apple pie shrub, a little bit of falernum, I was actually about to cut up a lemon right now and squeeze that in there.
Is this the hot one that you were making?
This is a hot one that I was making, yep. I also put a little, I'm going to be putting...
And just to, before I forget, you'll notice Rudy keeps saying shrub. So shrubs are the traditional name for drinking vinegars, which is a colonial era cocktail mixer. So
that's kind of the theme of this whole space
right.
here. We were talking about how great the space is with the, you know, the brick walls and the big moose up there, which I absolutely love, even though I'm not supposed to. And this table, this bar, which is fantastic. Hopefully we'll take a picture of this later, but it's all different kinds of woods and stuff.
Yeah.
I did want to ask you, like, you know, I know this is a mixer and a pop normally has like a bubbly type taste to it, or what would you call it? What do you call it?
Like an effervescence.
Yeah, like whatever my
Mm-hmm.
soda machine does to my drinks.
Right.
That doesn't have this, right?
The vinegar alone does not. So when we sample it at Easter Market or here, offset events, we mix it 1 part drinking vinegar with 4 parts sparkling water, and that's what we call a shrub soda. It's the easiest and simplest way to make a nice natural soda. But you could mix it with anything that's carbonated. So we have people mix it with hard cider or sparkling wine, with a huge variety of sparkling ciders, all kinds of different stuff. But in cocktails, sometimes it will have some sparkling water in it as part of the recipe.
Right.
But it doesn't necessarily need to. It's serving as the acid base in the cocktail. So it's kind of at the bartender's discretion.
Awesome. Well, I guess I'm going to try this for the first time on camera. I'm pretty excited. I have a feeling I'm going to love it. It's pink. Oh man, that's really good. It's really limey and beady, but beady in a good way.
Yeah.
Beady in a good way is something I just said out loud to describe something to other people. Holy moly. Okay, I should have tried this at the Yelp party. Oops. I messed up. The girl's like, it's really good. This smells really good. This is not what I expected at all.
That's a twist on the classic hot toddy that's created that a lot of people use for like, you know.
Oh my god, I like them both, but I would drink this all the time. What did you say this was the apple?
Yeah, that's what the apple pie shrub, yes.
This is what the apple pie shrub was. Awesome. Well, cheers. I'm really excited about this. This is an awesome Michigan-made product. I know you guys had worked with Mitten Crate in the past. Christy had got one of yours in the mail. Are you guys going to be doing that again anytime soon?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to be in the December Mitten Crate, which is
wonderful.
The big one.
So sign up for that if you guys are interested, because this is definitely worth a try at least. More than a try. Maybe I'll get randomly drunk inside the Rust Belt closed down right now.
And you can find all these recipes on our website as well, by the way.
Okay, yeah, and I saw you guys have little cards over here too. This is really good. It tastes like a hot toddy with maybe a little more lemon to it.
Mm-hmm. I did use a little bit of lemon juice. I only use about a half ounce or so.
I really like lemon. Yeah. So awesome. I'm really excited about this. Everybody try drinking vinegars. They're not scary at all. I don't know. I usually will try anything. I'm kind of surprised by myself. What are your hours on the weekends if people want to come by?
On Saturdays, we're open 11 to 7 and Sundays 11 to 6.
And you guys are at the Eastern Market too through the winter?
Yes.
On Saturday mornings?
Yes.
How early in the morning are we doing this?
Josh normally gets there around 8, and then I normally stay there until about 4.
Can I get it with alcohol there? Or is it just...
Not there, unfortunately.
Darn it, because I was going to say 8 a.m. drinking these things would be awesome walking around with the girls because it gets cold out there. Awesome. Well, Rudy and Jess, thank you guys for talking to us. Please follow up, check this out. I'm really impressed. This was really awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks. Hip in Detroit.
Thanks.
You guys. Christy, get over.